It's your boy. Yeah. Get off my back, please. I just gotta breathe. I'm pissing gold on my horse, is what it gotta be.
Alright,
straight.
This Zach
Back at it again. You already know Sosa on the cut.
What it
man.
do, Zobrigante?
Hey, we got Kalix Breezy in the
Kalix
building.
Breezy?
Hey, man, what was that, man?
You already know, that was Off My Back, unreleased. You already know,
Off My
hosted
Back,
by
the
OT
man said.
Genesis.
Straight fire.
Get off the man's back, the man says.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Tired
man,
of niggas taking on me.
It's
Thank
you so much. Thank you so much for coming. So,
Let's get it.
talk to us. All right. Tell us a little bit about your upbringing. Tell us a little bit about your music.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a young, kid that came from West Africa, Senegal. Shout out to all my Senegalese people.
Hey.
Shout out.
The motherland,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
You already know, came here as a refugee, but we had to grind up, got my own business up, I was able to go ahead and making good connects. And we here now, we here now.
Start
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
bottom,
man.
now we here,
I
right?
hear you.
Exactly.
I
Okay,
hear
that's
you.
what's up.
I hear you.
So tell us, what made you decide to take music so seriously as you came out here, right?
Yeah, I mean, at first it was like just a hobby. To be honest, I was a ball player.
Okay.
So my last year of high school was done.
Okay.
On that first like summer, I did my first song.
Yeah.
But then again, I was this close to go to the States.
All right.
I was about to go to the States. I was about to go join Ashley.
Okay.
Shout out to Louis. You already know.
So I was about to go to the States, but then again, I made my first song called War. Shout out to LD Zud, we did that song together. It went kind of viral in the city. And first, like, after 1 month, I get a call from a record label. I don't want to say their name because I don't want to promote them because, I got a call from them.
Okay.
And that's when people were telling me, yo,
It popped
you
off.
gotta take that seriously.
Yeah.
So I went in, I got the meeting, and I got signed for 2 years.
Oh,
That's
okay,
beautiful.
okay.
You hear
that's
that, ladies and gentlemen? Man say he was about to shoot them hoops,
Yeah.
but then he got that opportunity to get that music through the booth, right? So
sir.
that's gems right there.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. So
hey, that's actually pretty impressive, man. It goes to show that
Persevere,
it could get done, right?
perseverance.
People always say Ottawa's a hard city to make out of it, but hey,
Listen,
you got something out of nothing, man.
there's Dax, there's Belly. You know what I mean? There's Kalix Breezy. What else is next? You know what I mean?
You already know, and you never know. You just need one ear,
Hey.
right?
Yeah.
So one person that believes in you or that hears your music or whatever, just keep pushing. It don't matter. It could take 15 years and then, you blow up. So.
All right, makes sense.
Seize the moment. Carpe diem, right?
Yeah,
That's what we about.
big
Yeah,
facts,
you know what I mean?
big facts.
Let's get it.
So
man.
we were talking about hooping and all. I know it's kind of sidetracked type of thing, but how long have you played the sport for hoop? Like I know it must have been a side passion because we were talking about it off camera, right? So,
Yeah, I mean, since I came to Canada, actually, like 2006.
Hey.
Yeah, since 2006 till this day, I'm a ball player.
Okay.
Yeah, come test my gangster.
And yo, no disrespect to what you said, but you mentioned a nice song. But who's Ashley?
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah, and she's a prominent basketball player. I met her way back when I was in high school here in Ottawa, actually, in Louis Riel.
Shout out to Louis Riel. You already know.
You already know. Y'all produce some good athletes, and yeah, she ended up becoming a good basketball player, like high level basketball player in the States.
Hey.
And yeah, shout out to Ashley.
That's what's
Big
up.
facts,
Shout
big
out to
facts.
Ashley wherever you are. Keep shining.
So
That's what's up.
with your music, kind of popping off. How who can we say were your first musical influences that you can remember? And are you still who are you listening to now? Actually, also.
To be honest, who am I listening to is a different variety. I can say I've been on Drake a little bit.
Okay.
I've been on a lot of what's his name, NLE Chopper, and DDG.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I listen to a whole lot of different people. I also listen
Diversity.
to SZA. Her new album that came out, like that was crazy.
Yeah.
Other than that, my influences in music is Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, and Tupac. Like I get the performance side. Like me and my dancer and everybody that I perform with, we like to go big, and that's Michael. You
Michael
know?
Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay. So the young viewers, they don't know. They might think it's Michael Jordan. They gotta make sure we understand.
Shout out to Jordan.
Right?
True. Yeah. So Michael Jackson. All right. So like he's a big performer, and anybody who ever watched this performance, they know, and that's where I get that from. Also, Tupac is a visionary. You know, lyricist, like, and he's a poet too. You know, likes to play around with words and also spread the message. And that's what I'm about too. You know, when I rap. I really go deep into the subjects and, Chris Brown, creativity.
Yeah.
You know, you might not like the man for his actions or whatever, but you can't deny the creativity. You can't deny like the business side of him on how he moves and stuff, you know, so.
But I think he's apologized for his actions. Nobody's perfect, right?
100%.
100%. And like, mention MJ, what's your favorite MJ song?
Thriller.
Thriller.
All
yeah?
time.
For real?
Okay.
All time.
You know the
That
dance?
was like a Halloween costume and everything. Yeah?
You gotta ask my dancer, man. Ask my dancer, you gonna see, man.
How'd you get into this music?
MJ?
Yeah, MJ.
Oh
MJ,
man, listen. First dance competition that I had in high school.
Yeah.
It was under MJ that I danced on. I swear to God, the costume, the black,
moonwalk?
oh God, like all that, the hat, boom, boom, came on stage, started moonwalking this shit, man.
Okay, smooth criminal. That's how you felt.
Listen, I went off, and then from then, like that's really when I actually started taking dance seriously.
Yeah.
Because I used to dance since I was a kid, and yo, believe it or not, till this day I lost one dance comp, and I'm not saying I'm the best dancer. Like on earth, all right?
Okay.
I'm average. Listen, you know, but what I'm saying is still, for an average person,
Hey, putting in work.
I did put in that work.
Put in that word.
Put in the work.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I wanted to kind of bring it back a bit. You like it was a good trio of influences that you had. What do you prefer the most out of
All
music
three.
overall? So not necessarily all three. What I mean by that is, you know, you spoke about MJ, Chris Brown. You spoke also about Tupac. Which part of it do you like the most? Is it creating music? Is it performing? Is it, you know, having that creative process?
Yeah, I think it's the process.
Overall, like, because you know, you did talk about performing and you like to perform big, so.
Yeah. So I think it's really the process. It's really, you know, the rehearsals, making sure, you know, everything is in place. You know, the sets, the lights, all that. Like, I enjoy the process, you know, because at the end of the day, the end result comes, you know, due to the process, due to the preparation. So I got to fell in love with the process itself, whether it's being in the studio creating music, whether it's, you know, being in the like dance studio with my dancer and really, you know, creating the choreography, because I'm a choreographer.
Yeah.
And, you know, or even just looking at the situation around the world. For example, when BLM came to be, right? When when George Floyd actually, you know, got killed, I came out with a song called "No Justice, No Peace" that made headlines. It went through newsletters. It went, you know, magazines and stuff like that. So when I was creating that song, I was really in my feelings because, you know, I felt some type of way about how they were treating black people in the community, and like myself coming in, I got treated, you know, in the worst ways with police, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you could really relate to that situation overall, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's
So it's the process.
really- yeah,
the process is what I enjoy the most.
I would imagine. It's
Yeah, and on that note,
It's a
like,
whole,
sorry, my
sorry,
bad.
go ahead,
So,
my bad,
on
go
that
ahead.
note, like pretty much like you just said, you created a song for No Justice, No Peace. Now, as an artist, you feel like most artists they emulate what they see before. What is your process like for you? Like, because you said you made music, but like, what is it that got you into music?
Yeah.
What made you decide to create what you're doing? Like, what made you decide that, hey, you can do this? Is it for the viral moments? Is it a passion? Speak on that.
It's a passion,
Okay.
I would say. It's the fact that, you know, I understood that I had a voice.
Okay.
Also because, you know, I've been low key singing since I was a kid.
Okay.
And when I really gravitated towards music is when I heard Kiss Kiss from Chris Brown.
Okay. With
So-
T-Pain, eh?
Yeah,
That's a good track. Okay.
when I saw
That's-
Chris, when I saw Chris dancing with these crew,
Yeah.
like I was like, yo, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. You know,
no,
that's why like I said, Chris plays a big part in me wanting to do music because of his creativity, and I'm a creative mind. You know, so when I saw that, I was like, all right, man, I don't see nobody doing that. I want to do that. That's why I got the Breezy over my name. You know what I mean? It's
to pay homage.
yeah, you know, it's to give him respect. Even though he might not know me, but if he ends up knowing me, you know,
shout out.
he's gonna know that there was someone that was here, you know, that really took his art to heart, you know.
Yeah, I was. Speaking of which, I was gonna ask. You know, yeah, we understand that, you know, Breezy gave you a lot of influence. Who would you work with now if you could, at this time?
I ain't gonna lie. I would work with Chris, man. Real talk. I ain't gonna lie. Like, hey, man. Out of everyone
right now.
Out of everyone, cause hey, he just passed Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
On
Billboards?
I
Billboards?
remember. Yeah, billboards.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. But what I'm saying is like, you know, even though he's getting shunned by the industry and they're not promoting, you know, his stuff like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, any artist that you would put in front of me will not equate to Chris for me, you know?
Yeah.
Because of the fact that, like I said, I have a creative process that is similar to his.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a choreographer, he's a choreographer. We dance together. You know, the art form of it, like I like cartoon stuff, I like drawing, I like, you know? So all that, it's just a mashup with his creative mind and mine. I think it would be beautiful.
Okay, I know as well. Like I say that as well. But my thing is, you talk about Chris Brown, you talk about MJ, and you're a dancer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so who would be the top 5 dancers for you in the game?
Oh, that's a good one.
All time.
Why you have to do me like that?
Yo, I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm like, yo,
that's a good question.
Let's go. Because we never had the top 5. I've never heard someone talk about it. But yo, you got that passion. I feel like you're bigger than what you're saying. Save Your Last Dance was one of those movies. You know what I mean? I feel like you have a little bit more, you know, to talk about it. What's up?
Number 1, MJ for sure.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, number 1, MJ. Number 2, I'll definitely put Chris on there.
Chris Brown, okay.
Number 3, Omarion.
Omarion, okay.
People might hate,
let's
but
get it.
Omarion. Number 4, Usher.
Okay. Usher,
I forgot about Usher, real talk.
And number 5, I'll put Neo.
Neo?
Yeah.
You don't got love for Justin Timberlake?
Listen, I do. I was not a fan. I do, but I was not a fan of Tim, you know? So
that's real.
I didn't really study him or anything, you know?
I feel that. That's what's up. Go ahead, Susie. Yeah.
So I actually had a follow-up question before that.
Go ahead.
So what I was gonna ask you is, we already know like Chris Brown got a lot of heat in general with what happened in this situation. What I was gonna ask is, how do you deal yourself personally with negative criticism overall? Because you're gonna get negative criticism working in this industry, right?
100%,
especially putting in music out there. So that's what I was gonna ask before we got sidetracked. But go for it.
Listen, I like negative comments, man, because that makes money.
Speak on it.
It makes money. You know, if you ain't getting hated on, you ain't doing something right.
There you go.
Tell me. You know what I mean?
That's how you do it. Yeah?
For me, it's, I don't. You know, I don't look at it as like, oh, you know, they're hating on me. Like at the end of the day, whether you're doing music, whatever you're doing, people gonna hate.
Yeah.
You know, I had to learn that. I mean, in the beginning stages, it was really kind of hurtful because like. I was like, why don't y'all like my music? why don't y'all like my?
You guys trying to stay objective, right? It's not gonna be for everyone, right?
Right.
So.
But then again, I understood that, you know, that was just a small portion of everyone that's listening to my music, you know. And then I actually got to meet people that didn't know me at all, but they loved my music, they loved my message, they loved what I got in there. So then I understood, okay, I really got people that love my stuff,
watching.
right? And then again,
People watching, people listening.
right? Then again, I got to meet people in the industry that made me understand that the hate is the money. Because, love it or not, they're gonna come back and listen to your music just to hate on it. But the fact that they're listening to your music, you're making money off of them, you know?
That's true. So all publicity is good. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
They're just not a follower yet, right? So.
That exactly, right?
And it's about
Just
them.
not yet.
The more they hate, the more they keep on following you, right? So it's
'cause-
pretty much.
And the more they hate, the more they're closer to liking you.
There you go.
Yeah, that is true.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
Like we have like someone in the back that hates LeBron James so much, but he follows this man's career. You know what I mean, it's that type of love-hate relationship, you know.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
You're
No,
speaking
that's
straight
good.
facts.
No, straight up.
Yeah.
So like, yo, Kalix Breezy. So explain to me, like, if someone wants to hear your music, what is the message that you're trying to portray as the overall sound?
Yeah, my message in the overall sound would be, you know, believe in yourself and don't stay a sheep.
You know, want to elaborate what you mean? Don't stay a sheep, because that's important.
Yeah.
Some people don't catch that word. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, don't follow trends. Don't be, you know, one of them people that be closing their eyes when they see other people suffering. You know, don't be part of the system of, you know, just spreading hatred. You know, don't be one of them ones who doesn't know what's going on in the world, or that does know what's going on in the world and decides to just sleep on it. You know, because that's what I consider being a sheep and a follower.
Yes.
Yeah, facts.
You know, be an innovator. You know, we got the AI coming up right now.
Yes.
Right? Artificial intelligence. Like, a lot of people gonna lose their jobs, man. So you gotta become an entrepreneur. You gotta, you know, get off it, you know, and do something.
That's true.
I hear you. You know, they say strike the shepherd and the sheep will come. So
Facts.
Okay,
48 laws of power. You already know, baby. So I was gonna ask, what do you feel are key elements in your music that would resonate with your listeners the most?
I'm authentic.
Facts. Okay.
I am also, you know, very relatable because I talk about stuff that anybody can relate to. You know, I would say, like I said, it's just being real.
Yeah.
You know, being real comes across in many different ways. And the fact that I'm not, you know, inventing stories or trying to, you know, go out of my way or create some music that is not like resembling me, you know. For example, a lot of people were asking me to do drill rap
music,
right?
yeah.
That UK stuff.
But I'm not a drill rapper.
I was just,
You know?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
So I'm not a drill rapper. I'm not, you know, like this new dance they got going on. The
Yeah.
You know, I'm not that type. You know, I'm a '96 baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay,
So-
okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
You gotta be true to yourself, right?
Yeah.
I was just to follow up on what you were saying, and I kind of don't want to cut you off, though, but
No, go ahead.
being relatable with your music, which emotion would you say describes your music the most? Which emotion would you say would describe your emotion the most? I gotta speak in the mic. My bad.
No problem.
Go for it.
Yeah. I would say there is three main emotions.
Speak on it.
One is love. Spreading love, whether it's love between you and your women, or just love in general. Like, cause I always say I consider everybody to be my brothers and my sisters because we're all humans. You know, I don't see color and I don't see like what they call race. Cause at the end of the day, we're all one race. You know, so I feel like the more we're trying to divide ourselves, the more hatred we're trying to spread. You feel me? The second thing would be being real. You know, like,
yeah, that's facts.
Being real. You see me, I call myself a real nigga. You know, the reason why I call myself a real nigga is not because I'm in the streets and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Nah, you know, I'm real to myself.
Yeah,
I'm honest with myself.
Staying true to
I
your
understand
character.
my flaws and I understand my, you know, what I'm great at.
Yes.
And that's what I want everybody listening to my music to be like. You feel me? To be real with themselves, to really, you know, understand that we're living in an artificial world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the third would be enjoy yourself. Like having fun, being happy.
It's important.
You know? Always keeping it positive.
Yeah.
And that's good. And
Yeah,
like,
that's
I just want
really good. I
to touch
appreciate
up
that.
on what you're saying on the third part, right? Be happy, because like at the end of the day, everyone's about chasing a bag, getting this money, right?
Yeah.
To the point that there's anxiety that comes when you're successful, right?
Facts.
There's the point that people think you change when you can't be there, no longer service to them because you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So what do you do with that?
I mean, it's like I said. For me, I'm trying to make people understand that you don't need $1 million to be happy. I posted something on Instagram the other day, and I said, for me, being a billionaire, it's not about having $1 billion net worth. For me, being a billionaire is being able to help 1 billion people at once and do it more than once. You know, that's for me. That's what I would call myself, a billionaire, and that would make me happy. You know, because a lot of people think money equals happiness. In a sense, yes, because at the end of the day, if you got money and you can do whatever you want to do, and you can be happy with that, but it's not gonna it's not gonna fill you up. It's not gonna fill your heart as much as helping 100 people.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
So would you say that having influences has a bigger impact than having a lot of
money? Yeah.
Money, essentially, having a financial. Yeah, it makes sense.
Being a real influence to the world, you know.
Okay. So it's crazy, like the way you talk about things and the way that you want to help out people, and especially on today, like today is Martin Luther King Day, right? Pretty much, they were pretty much we're here to pay homage to a great leader that brought us in this opportunity, even though it's in the States, but it's still transgressions worldwide, right? And like, for example, you have this joy of helping out people. So where did this come from? Like, because I don't feel like the young generation is all about helping people. I feel like everyone's entitled. We got social media. We all think about ourselves, our stories. We're always trying to make ourselves look good. Yeah. So what makes you decide to you want to be a selfless? Because I just don't see it in today's generation.
I'm going to just say it like this. We are the world. Michael Jackson.
That's true.
Tupac. You know? Was always talking about spreading love and after society, you know, like not the society, but the big machines and the people controlling everything. Yeah,
the Matrix.
The Matrix. So like that's what it is. That's where it come from. The music I used to listen to was uplifting. Telling people to do better in the world, and nowadays only thing I'm hearing is kill this, kill that. That's not it, So I feel like right now it's either about like love, like when I mean love, I'm talking about sexual love, you know what I mean? Okay. Or being on drugs, or being violent, you know what I mean? And not enough. We don't have enough uplifting music. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So that's where I'm standing my ground. I'm like, I'm not gonna do no drill, none of that. It's not that I can't do it, but even if I do it, it's gonna be a different type of drill.
Okay. That's great. And then like you said, you made a song, No Justice, No Peace, right? Yeah. That was based off of, is it safe to say based off what happened to George Floyd, or just something in general?
Yeah, it's based off of what happened with George Floyd, but also about everything around it, like the system, everything. Because I say, I'm tired of this motherfucking shit. I'm tired of this motherfucking shit. More than 400 years of slavery and we still ain't free. Damn, this shit is crazy. And I keep going, right? So I'm really talking about the system, and I'm really talking about, how, Illuminati controlling everything, So Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Like, this is real, you feel me? And that's why I say people that are sheeps, that I consider sheeps, they're not awake to that, Yeah. Or they might see the signs, they might see everything, but they rather ignore than confront. Okay.
And just
they rather. No, actually, go ahead. Sorry.
And based off of what you're promoting, do you feel that there is going to be ever any justice? Because like, let's look at back in '65, right, where they're trying to make a state in Alabama have voters' rights for black people, right? And they did a non-violent approach where they're walking, across that bridge in Montgomery, getting beaten by police, and and unfortunately, today now when we protest, we're violent. Yeah. Do you think everyone can? So you think that today that we can actually do things where we're non-violent, or because we're so attached to technology and this hate, stronger who better? Where do you think this no justice, no peace is gonna? Where we at with that? When you're in your
where would we land essentially? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like sometimes you gotta show that you're that you had enough. So sometimes it's good to burst out, but also understand that violence doesn't really you know, bring anything good into the equation. You know, so at a certain point, like me, like that's why I said I would rather have $1 billion and help 1 billion people than be worth $1 billion. You see what I mean? And I feel like, you know, I was talking about that with my people, and I said we about to actually have a whole conversation on Black History Month. And what is it about? It's like I said, imagine if all the Black people, right, got together.
Yes.
We created our own like society.
Yeah.
You know how Akon got his own city?
Yeah, Senegal City, yeah.
My thing is, how can Akon, okay, one guy get a whole city, but we as a collective can't do that.
So we don't work together, right?
You see what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
I've been trying to understand that message for the longest time.
You see what I'm saying,
but
right?
Do you think it's the influences of this, and you said the art, you know, like you said, the drugs and whatever, the rap music, you think that's what creates the divide?
Yeah, the big machine, man. Real talk. Yeah. Like, you know, there was also, you know, people that are afraid to come out and speak about stuff, right? So I'm gonna just put it out there. There is a brave lady called Jaguar Wright. She's out right now, you know, putting out info about, you know, the industry, people that were doing dirt in the industry. And what I'm saying is, like, we need more people like that coming out and denouncing, you know, the bad practices in the industry, you know, and also making sure that all Black people come together, you know, to create our own record label, our own big machine, our own, you know, hospitals, our own schools and stuff like that. Because it's cool to have, you know, like you said, LeBron James having a school, right?
Yes, sir.
But that school system is within that system.
For sure.
You know, that's not helping us. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's like, it's really, we got to go back to the core.
No,
you know?
I agree with that.
Yeah, I can.
Because we can fight, we can go ahead and fight as much as we want and do riots and stuff.
You can't beat a machine, like you just said, right?
Yeah,
for sure, definitely. So with that being said, it's always good to have a collective group where we're able to, you know, get together and actually work together. But on the contrary, how do you feel about cancel culture and how it affects our freedom of speech and freedom of action? You know, you got to be very careful nowadays because it's pretty easy to get canceled. You got to be very careful with the words that you choose, right?
Your T's and your eyes, you know what I mean?
So
definitely.
100%.
Speak on that if you don't mind. Tell me your perspective on it.
Yeah, I feel cancel culture was, I would say it started off as a good thing. But then again, it got used by the machine to turn on people that are doing good things.
And when you speak about the machine, you're referring to people that are essentially in the higher power, right? People that have more control over.
Yeah, the people we don't know about.
Trying to find son.
I'm gonna just keep it like that.
Exactly,
the people we don't know about.
But just clarify.
You know. So, and the reason why I talk like that is because, like I said, not everybody's woke, right? Not and even woke. The word woke, they even twisted it, right? Because now, when you're woke, you're part of the bad people.
Yeah, it's part of it. It has a negative connotation to
exactly,
it. Exactly,
you know? But then again, when it came out, it was all about freedom of speech, being able to say whatever you want to say, and not falling into the program.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%. You know what? Let's take things a little bit lighthearted.
Yeah,
a little bit lighthearted.
Yeah, we get too deep.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna ask, what accomplishments are you the most proud of overall with your whole music career?
I'll say I'm just put it out there for everybody because it's confirmed. So. This is so far one of my biggest accomplishments. I got selected to perform at the celebrity boxing matches in March.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that's a round of applause.
You know, so that's a big milestone for me. Other than that, you know, I had the opportunity to perform with a lot of great artists, Sensei, NASA. Dax, you know, and to be honest, like I'll say, one of my songs, which is Domino Effect, also is coming close to the 100,000 streams. You know, so that's another thing that I'm proud of, and the community I'm building, you know, the people that are following me, the fact that I have actual real people behind me and helping me with my music. And I can say this, like, yo, I haven't dropped a song for like 2 years. Two years, 3 years.
Okay.
And I still got a lot of streams. Like, I still got people listening to my, you know.
That means you're doing something right?
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I'm saying. The loyal fans, the loyal people out there listening to my stuff, you know, I appreciate y'all. And I can never, like, you know, thank you enough for being there for me, you know?
Yeah.
That's humble business right there. So what has been like the most difficult thing that you've, you know, had to endure in your life or career as an artist?
Disappointments from other people.
Can you define what's disappointments? Because disappointments can be in different facets. Give me a little scenario. If you want.
Yeah, so you know, the people closest to you that you would think that they would support you. You know, that's also something that's, I would say, within the black community also that needs to get, you know, fixed. That we don't support each other as much as we should. That's one. But like I said, it's, you know, the people close to me that I had close to me, and I would have thought that they would, you know, buy my merch or come to my shows, you know. And I mean, until the point that I was starting to get paid for my shows, I was the one paying like to perform. Exactly. So imagine like you're coming in, you're paying $200, $300, $400 to perform at a show, and then you invite like your whole people, like your whole squad, everybody telling you they're gonna come, and the day of you got 1 or 2 people that come through. You know,
but it gets to show. It goes to show, you know, who's really supporting, who say they supporting, and you know.
It reminds me of that track, who's phony, who's not.
So just to say, like, you know, one thing that I had to endure was coming across that a lot. You know, and I know some of my friends, they're not in the music industry, they got other things going on, but they faced that, you know, and they got discouraged on the first or second time that it happened, and they didn't want to do it no more. They wanted to abandon everything, you know. I had to hop over these hurdles, you know.
For sure.
And now it doesn't affect me because I'm at a place where it's whether you're there or you're not, and if you're not, other people are gonna be there for you, you know. And one thing they tell you is strangers are gonna support you more than your people. You know.
That's true. It's because the thing is, your people. The reason why I say this is your people tend to know you for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So when they know you for a long time, they tend to have that crab in the bucket mentality where it's like, yo,
go ahead.
I'm not trying to, like, if you're going to go up there and you're not going to take us with me, man, I'm gonna drag you down, man. So
or they have a vision of you saying that this is what I know you from this year. I don't expect you to evolve, right? So it's like, I know you
probably know you from high school, and they don't think like, you know what? They don't see you as a, that's. It's messed up because it messes up with your grind, I would imagine, because it's like, hey, man, like, you're supposed to be actually like having my back and being in my corner.
But you know, it's a blessing in disguise, right?
It is, though.
Because you get to learn how the people really viewed you the whole damn time.
Yeah.
And then when you're going to make it.
It wasn't a movie. It was a true story.
Exactly. So look, what I'm gonna say also is the fact that I had because, you know, I'm always trying to help.
I see that. Yeah,
always trying to help. I'm always trying to, you know, get people to hop on what I call my train, you know? And one thing that happened a lot, especially when I moved out from Montreal to here, you know, I came out of Montreal having a lot of connects in the States.
Yes.
You know, I heard, you know, I had OT Genesis on my track.
That's fine,
So I have a lot of connects, and the thing is, I used to approach artists in the city. And would you believe me if I tell you, man, for 4 years, I approached literally every artist in Ottawa, bro.
That's what you're supposed to do.
There's only one that gave me a feature. And look, he can tell you that himself, you know? We elevated. You know what I mean? We elevated, right? So because I have that effect that I can like help people elevate, I used to go and tell people like, yo, I got this, that, da, da, da. And then I understood I was coming across as someone that's capping, you know? Because like, I talk, but then again, I'm not showing anything, you know? And then also, I also came across like the one that thinks he's better than everyone, you know?
I think that's just confidence, man.
But you know what I mean? Like, I came across like that. And because I came across like that, it blocked me a lot, you know? and I didn't realize it until like last year.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Real talk. I didn't realize that until last year because I was
Why would you say that it blocked you? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, because like I said, people would view me as I'm trying to say that I'm better than them, or I'm in a better place than them, right? And like you said, the crab mentality.
Yeah.
You know? So, I would come to you and I would say, listen, I got this going on, that going on, this.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you're at a point where you probably just starting, or you've been doing that for more than me, you know? And you never got what I'm like close to what I'm telling you, you know?
Yeah.
And then it's like you're looking at me like, man, who do you think he is? You know, type of, you know?
It's just a hater.
That's jealousy, man.
Yeah,
basically
that's
Straight up. And I think that's like the problem, that like it's too sensitive, right?
Oh, and shout out to Mavy, man, for that feature, man. Shout out to Mavy for that feature. You already know.
That's what's up,
I
man.
appreciate that, babe. Who would you say is your biggest supporter?
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That's the one that made you say, yo.
My daughter.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it real. I got a fan. I don't know what's the person's name, but if you ever see this, no, I'm talking about you. You from Clarence Rockland. Okay, up in Quebec. Been listening to my music crazy, like on repeat, and I see that. You know, cause like you can see when
you can see the streams,
you can see the streams where it's coming from and stuff.
Exactly.
And I'm telling you, there's that one person in Rockland, okay?
Shout out to
and
Rockland.
I'm telling you, like playing my music every day. And you know what's crazy? It's that one song.
That's it.
You know you did something right.
So like that song is called That's Right. Everybody go stream it. It's a nice song. It's featuring Mavy also.
Okay.
Right? But yeah, man. Hey, shout out to you, man.
Yes.
Shout out to you. If you see this, hit my DMs.
That's what's up. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope. Hey, it's good to hear that there's
And
a
that's
lot of
good
people.
because, yo, to be honest with you,
Helping.
I don't know for y'all, but like when I hear a track and if you repeat it more than 10 times, that's a hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
It's like, it basically says, forget whatever catalog I've listened to today. This is the one. You know what I mean? That is the one, and I'm gonna recite the lyrics, understand the catchphrases, and then on to the next track. But like that one for that day, yo, on repeat.
You get to like halfway through the song, you gotta press. You gotta press back.
Bring that back.
On your way to work, like no, I gotta bring it back, man.
Yeah, no, that's real. And like you said, what I heard and piggyback from what you said about how you was in the city for a long time and you only got one feature from Ottawa, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is missing for more Ottawa collabs and just what's missing in Ottawa in general for artists?
I think
to stop what's going on for you, like, because think about it, you have perseverance, but the next artist, would they have that type of perseverance to go through what you did?
Yeah, I think it's the collective mindset. Really. I think it's really the collective mindset and the fact that we gotta stop looking at each other as enemies.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
one thing that I realized is, you know, I hate to say that, but people in Ottawa, artists in Ottawa, especially the rappers or the drill rappers or whatever, they want to emulate what they see in Chicago or Toronto.
Especially,
you know, we're not Toronto, we're not Chicago, we're Ottawa. You feel me? So, and I feel like we could go into better places. Like, let me say this, right? Let's say if I had 5 features in the city right now. I'm about to go to the celebrity boxing matches, yo.
Yes.
So I would have brought these 5 artists with me. We would have all performed on that stage. And everybody would have known about everybody.
Yeah,
exactly.
You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. It's the collective mindset. Like, they don't have that. And I think that's killing us here, for real.
That could have been 5 individuals getting more, spotlight.
You know?
More fame on social media, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, because we've talked about it twice, and I really didn't really catch on it. Who's fighting? Who's fighting in these two in this celebrity match that you're talking about?
So off top, I know it's the fake Logan Paul.
Damn, whoa, man. Yo, you just promoted love, and this man said I know you joking, but what's all love for Mr. Paul?
No, for real though. No, for real.
Yeah.
He's actually known as the fake Logan Paul.
Yeah,
okay,
You know, I just don't know his actual name.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But on the flyer, it literally says not Logan Paul, right? Because he looks exactly like him. And then there was another dude. But to be honest, like I don't know the names. You know, shout out to them though. And shout out to City Boy Fly. You know, shout out to Young Curlt. This my manager. For that helped me to get that position to get that slot for that show. You feel me? Shout out to Eliminated Visions.
Okay.
You know, this is the people that are helping me that are outside Canada. You know, right now helping my music go around and stuff. City Boy Fly is one of the guys. I think he's either like one of the founders of the celebrity boxing matches. But yeah, he's a big name over there. So shout out to you and shout out for keeping it real with me. You feel me?
And like you did mention that you like basketball. Are you a boxing fan as well?
A boxing fan?
Yeah. And if you was, what boxer would you like to have them have your entrance music? Come to the ring.
Wow, that's a big one. Actually,
I mean, like that's because you had the celebrity boxing match, so they gonna hear your track. They might be like, "Hey, I like that." Maybe a real boxer would be there and be like,
man.
You know,
Davis.
Javante, okay. And
Davis for sure.
And what song would you like him to walk in the ring with?
Get off my back.
Get off my back.
Hey, man, you already know.
Get off my back.
You already know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would say a second one. Definitely, you know, I just love this guy. Like I love his energy. I feel like he's real. You know, it's Adrian.
Adrian Brown.
Yeah,
He's a real one.
Okay.
Like it's too real. Like, but you see, look, that's what I was telling you. That's what I'm trying to make my listeners be. It's real. No, not act fake. None of that. You know.
No, I like that. I like the list. And what about UFC? Would it be UFC as well, or just was it straight boxing?
I don't know his name.
Okay.
To be honest, because I'm not too familiar with UFC. But I know he's from close to like Russia and stuff.
Okay.
He's like a Muslim and whatnot.
Khabib.
Yeah.
Get him out of retirement. Get him out of retirement.
Him and his whole crew. They got hands, yo. Listen, man. They got hands. And I respect those hands. You know what I mean?
100%.
Shit, man. I'm a hire you as bodyguard. So, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get it, man.
That was actually pretty good. Real talk. So, to bring it back, how important is it to have a manager for an artist?
It's very important. I cannot stretch that enough. And plus, one thing that people don't understand is a real artist that's really doing it like that has to have at least 3 managers. A day-to-day manager, a road manager, meaning the tour manager, and the business manager. The business manager handles your business, all that, the contracts, everything when it comes to the business of the music.
Logistics.
The touring manager, he's the one in charge of finding shows for you. You know, making sure you're getting paid for your gigs, stuff like that. Making sure you're accommodated, right? And the day-to-day managers to help you with your day-to-day stuff, meetings, calls. Here, you got to do this, you got to go there. For me right now, I have a PR/touring manager. That's Young Curlt, who found me the show for the celebrity boxing match. I don't have a personal manager, meaning the day-to-day. I'll say I'm my own manager. Other than that, the business manager, I do have one. I won't put out his name because he likes to stay low-key. But yeah, so that's like kind of my team helping me there.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's important to have a good team, right? So
oh, hell yeah.
If you don't have a good foundation, how well is it going to be really built? So
yeah, and one important thing, your homie can be your manager, but
is that a good decision?
No, I want him to finish the part. Yeah, that was it. What were you going to say?
But conflicts of interest. Conflict of interest, cause I'm telling you right now, if that's not someone that's really looking out for you like that, they're gonna eat off of you, and you're not gonna see that money.
I'm
What if they got the credentials, like they actually went to the school and they did that work? Because so the thing is, what I find is that people put people that they know in position, but are not ready to be in the boardroom to do all those meetings.
Yeah.
But they're putting them off strength off of a relationship. And you think you need to do more than just doing that, right? Because at the end of the day, this person's representing you as a brand. And if they just go in there just because they have a handshake, how's that going to help you?
No, that's facts. Like, you got to have people around you that know what they're doing. Because at the end of the day, it's a team. It's like a basketball team, right? You're the point guard. You need to have a shooter. You need to have a, post. You need to have a, So everybody need to have their position and they need to be good or at least have the knowledge of what they're doing.
Everybody has to play a role, essentially.
Basically,
Yeah.
Right? And once everybody's playing a role, that's when you're going to start winning, bringing home championships and stuff like that,
Yeah. And you did mention that you said being a billionaire for you is helping people do helping billion ideas, right? Or just to spread it something, right?
People, yeah.
So being an independent artist, what is another factor that you promote and what you want to get from this? Because you've said this point. What else is there for you in your music that you're trying to accomplish?
Yeah, understand that you don't really need a record deal.
Okay.
Because a record deal is one of the worst loans that you could ever have in your life.
Worse than a mortgage, man?
Oh, listen.
Okay.
For real?
Listen.
Mortgage is pretty
Imagine, okay, let's put that in perspective, right? Imagine you just got signed for $1 million.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right? Or $2 million, right? Okay, that $2 million is in advance. So that means they got to recoup off of that. But then again, they want you to do like 4 or 5 albums, right? And those 4 or 5 albums, the marketing budget, the studio time, everything, they're going to pay that. And that can amount to another 2 million, 3 million, even more than that. Because just to break an artist, like, I don't know if you guys have been hearing that, but just to break a record in the radio is at least $250K.
Yeah, today.
At least.
Is it today harder than it was back then?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because everything's on the internet, right? Okay.
But also because of the load of music that's coming out.
That's true.
It's easier. It's easier to make music and put it out there.
That's true.
So to go through that fog and really like stand out, you gotta put at least $250K on marketing for just radio.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. So now, not only you had an advance of 2 million, they just spent like 3 or 4 million on you. So now you owe 6-7 million.
Ish.
Right? Your first album comes out, flops.
Are they even gonna give you another opportunity at that point? Because they feel like they wasted their investment.
You are
right?
shelved, right there.
That's
and then you're gonna owe them that money.
Yeah.
Right? So
You're
like
done,
I said, it's one of the worst loans that you can ever get. And if you can't do it by yourself, do it by yourself. It's not a bad thing to go into a record label and have a deal. You just have to have leverage. You gotta come in like the baby. You gotta come in like what's his name? I know one artist that did that. I think it's Russ. He came. I think he signed with Empire or I remember the record label. But he came in with the money. He came in with the system behind him already. Like what he was saying is like, what can you guys do for me that I'm not doing for myself already?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you come in with that mentality, you come in with that leverage, they're not gonna be able to eat off of you the way that they will eat off of someone that doesn't have nothing and that needs help.
That's fair.
I have a good follow-up question. I have a good next question, but I have a good follow-up question I want to ask you before.
BBC News, man. This man's ready.
The more you're talking, the more it's making sense in my head. With all the knowledge that you've amassed so far with you being in music, what would you change if you could? If you can restart from ground up, what would you do differently, essentially?
Ooh, I would say research.
Yeah?
Research and understanding what I'm getting into.
Why would you say that?
Because, like I said, after 1 month of doing my first music video, I got signed to a record label. They took advantage of me.
Yeah.
They put all of my songs under their name.
Yeah.
They didn't. I didn't have like. And the thing is, when they came to me, they told me, oh, you don't worry about it. You can't record for free. You can do this. We're gonna shoot your videos. You ain't gotta pay nothing. They didn't make me understand that I didn't have to pay nothing right now. That I would have to recoup.
Yeah.
You know?
So okay, go ahead.
So they put it a nice cake with nice icing. Here you go. You know? I came and I took one bite. I took one bite. I'm like, tastes like soap. You know what I mean? Feel me? So like, for the, you know, I rode the wave until my contract was done. But I stopped making music and I started ghosting the label for a whole year. Right? And by that time I was able to go get my lawyer, and there was something called the verbal agreement. Right?
That's important.
Good thing for me, that guy had cameras in his studio.
God bless the
Those cameras have audio.
That's important.
So all that was caught. You know? And I was able to, you know, I went to court with that. I was able to prove that, you know, he told me that I didn't have to pay nothing, and he didn't disclose the fact that I would have to pay afterwards. You know?
So that's extremely important
I'm sure that guy's no longer on the record label no more after that mistake. Goodness.
I would just say that would be extremely important for any new upcoming rapper that's trying to get into the business that doesn't even know to look out for these things, right? So it's definitely an experience to have in that respect as an artist.
And you mentioned the word free.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So ain't nothing for free,
Nothing free.
Listen,
what is good is that you explain that, because when an artist hears free, you gotta think about that.
Yeah, you gotta despise the free lunch.
And let me even tell you this: the masters of your songs, right? If you go into a studio and that person tells you come and record for free, right? Oh, you can come to my studio, you can come in and record whatever. You come and you record, and then you leave. That person sends you the track or whatever. Okay, cool, you're listening to it, you're promoting it, you even release it. But understand, you never paid that person for the studio session. He owns the master.
Yeah, he owns.
So because he owns the master, whatever money that you're gonna make is gonna come back to him.
100%.
Because he can sue you after that. You know? So it's all about
extortion.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
You know, learn. That's why I said the one thing that I would do if I was to restart, the one thing I would not change anything else. Because at the end of the day, it's experience, right? But the one thing that I would change is knowledge. The fact that I didn't have the knowledge.
That's true. That's beautiful.
You know what? It just seems like you learned a lot from music. If you weren't pursuing music right now, if music wasn't your career, what would you be doing? What's your other dream?
I'll be playing ball.
For real?
I told you, come test my gangster, yo. Like,
hey,
you know, I'm not that much of a shooter, but I'm a Derrick Rose type of player. I'ma drive on you.
I don't know, man. We got
you hear
Zoe
that
in the
fresh?
building.
The man gonna drive on you.
We got Rich in the building. That might not fresh. You got some competition.
The open runs, man, you fresh.
Listen, my favorite player in basketball, right, is it primarily was Michael Jordan, because I used to watch Jordan like since I was a kid. I'm telling you, my dad back in Africa used to record the games for me.
For sure, VHS. Shout out to the VHS
He used
tapes.
to record the games for me. You feel me? So I was that much of a Bulls fan, and I'm still a Bulls fan to this day. I don't care if they win or not. I'm still a Bulls fan. You feel me? Then again, you got Derrick Rose that came through. When I saw Derrick Rose playing, I was like, yo, I see this guy like flying over these man's like dunking, boom, go crazy. I was like,
it's too bad he's prone to injuries, bro.
Yo, I cried, my boy.
It's too bad, man.
But you still following hoop today?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. But
so who reminds you of Derrick Rose today?
Ja Morant.
Thank you. God bless. I just want to make sure, man.
Ja right now is my guy.
Okay.
You feel me?
No, 100%.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you see how Ja playing? Man, listen, I wish I had those hops.
No, 100%. He should be in the dunk contest or what?
Oh, who, him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Who should be in the dunk contest this year? That's a good question. So, Ja, who else? Do you want to see Zach LaVine come back, or he's too old now?
I think Zach still has sauce.
He's still
good,
man.
Yeah, he still got sauce.
Okay.
Damn, to be honest, I I didn't consider that. I didn't consider that question.
No, neither of us did.
Damn.
We got the basketball tell you.
Damn.
Hey, take your time with it.
Damn. What you guys think? Cause me, like, I mean, off the top, I'd say Ja. I would say, damn. What's his name? He's in Pistons.
Oh, it's talking about what's his name? Ivy.
I think so.
Yes.
And Zach. I mean,
Zach. Okay.
those the three names that come in my head. Like the.
What about Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't really watched him.
No.
I haven't really watched him. I knew last year though. Last year I know he was dunking crazy.
Baptized a couple of Raptors, eh?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's
I saw that.
Okay. So right now you said the Bulls is still your favorite team?
To this day.
Do you have a favorite team in the West?
Nope. Bulls.
Okay.
You just
Bulls
told
on
me
it?
Bulls
Alright, I
all the
respect
time.
that. You're not a fair weather fan like that. You got Brooklyn, Golden State, Lakers,
I might root for the team that's winning.
Yes.
You know, just be like, oh yeah. Like,
it was the Bulls.
Yeah, I'm a Bulls fan.
That's what's up. I respect that. All
It's
right.
actually dope. All right, let's get back to music. Out of all your tracks that you've released, which one is your favorite and why?
Man, you can't ask a creative that question.
Yeah, you got to take your time with it, right?
They're all my favorites.
I know. I would imagine.
You know, but to be honest, I think the one that I'm proud of the most, and I feel like, you know, I listen to it at least enough. It's Domino Effect. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a song called Domino Effect, and it's out there. That's the one that I told you that's about to hit like 100K.
Yeah.
I think it's at 75, 75, 76.
So the viewers, what do you got to do to make that 100K?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, you already know what it is. Spotify, Apple, and you know what's crazy?
Go ahead.
Just before I go ahead and do that,
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of taking my songs off of these streaming platforms.
For real? Speak
Yeah.
on it.
Go ahead.
So the thing is, us artists, we're not getting paid like that when it comes to the streamings, right? It might look nice to have 100,000 streams or whatever, but you're not getting paid. You know, Joe Rogan. I think Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe
like
Rogan.
he's part owner of Spotify.
Okay.
This man makes 100 million from all the artists every year,
Okay.
and we don't even make $1,000.
Real talk?
You know?
No, yo, this is information. Yeah.
So my team and I, my people and I, what we're doing right now is we're building it like a type of streaming platform. I can't go into details
That's fair.
with that,
That's
but
fair.
I'm just saying like we're building a platform where I would be able to put my music out and you'll be able to listen to it just like you're listening to it like on Spotify and whatnot. And and I'll actually get paid.
Yeah,
you know?
that makes more sense.
That's what's up. That's what needs to be done for these
Yeah,
artists.
but
right?
Domino Effect on every platform. Y'all can go get that. Apple Music, Spotify, you know what I mean?
That's
Kalix Breezy, you already know what it is.
And like one thing I did take from this interview is that you said that you made a song and you went viral. How do you feel that social media has impacted the life as you being an artist, and where's the direction going?
I mean, I feel it's very important. Social media is very important because, like you said, that's how you get viral.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of artists have the opportunity to be in front of a lot of people, just creating content, you know, putting their music out there. And like I said, you never know. It's one ear. It takes one ear.
Yeah, you don't know who's listening and who's watching, right?
Right?
So, it's
and
important.
the craziest thing is this, right? You might have someone watching you for a couple years just to see how you develop.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then they will approach you,
Yeah.
Right?
Your progress over time.
right? So one of the ways that I was able to get, you know, my manager that I have right now, my touring manager, is because he has been watching me for a whole year.
That's true.
He saw how I was moving.
Yeah.
And then he liked what he saw. So he approached me. You know?
Yeah.
And also he got me opportunities like for movies. Like low-key, I'm talking about it right here. There is cause he himself, he's a director. He's a movie director and stuff. So he has this movie called One Mic.
Okay.
That's out there right now. And there's more episodes coming and more actually it's a TV show.
TV show. Okay, that's what's up.
Right? I think it's a TV show or a movie. I don't remember, but there was other sequences that are coming, and he's getting me to acting. You know, he recently had a Halloween movie with the Island Boys and stuff like that. You know, so and he just partnered up with a UK production team that make really like high quality movies. I'm talking about Avatar movies.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. That's what's up. Yeah.
So it's more serious now, and that's what I'm getting into. I always wanted to become an actor, you know. So
you gotta take advantage of your talents, right?
With viral, like, do you think when it's viral, is there a lot of pressure for you to keep on being successful, keep on putting something hot, or is this like you're gonna take with the salted grains? Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're not.
Yeah, I think people put too much of an emphasis on being viral. Like if being viral means you're getting $1 million.
Yeah.
Like being viral, that just means like you caught people like a virus. You know?
Oh, that's good. I never thought about that real time.
Right?
Yeah, that's a catch.
So that's what it is, being viral. But it don't mean that you went viral that you're gonna be consistent with it.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
It's like Ice Spice. No shades, okay? No shades. Ice Spice came through, did a thing, woo woo. Thought I was feeling you, you know. and the whole thing is like, you know, right now, who's talking about it right now?
Yeah,
like
until the next hit, right? Pretty much.
And every time she drops something, she been like kind of dropping a couple hits there and there. I don't even call them hits to be honest, but like she dropping couple songs, and I hear them, but it's not like when Cardi B came out.
It was a viral moment, right?
Exactly.
It's your
but
15 minutes of fame.
Right? It's not like when Cardi B came out. Bodak Yellow. And then boom. And then boom. Boom. Kept coming. See what I mean?
That's capitalizing. Capitalizing on your opportunity, right? So.
Exactly. Or even Glorilla. Like Glorilla. She went viral and then she just kept coming with it. Boom, boom. You know, she utilized the moment.
Yeah.
Right?
You gotta have a right team.
Exactly.
You gotta have the right team. So, do you have a specific vision or goal set in mind?
Yeah.
And what would you like to achieve in the near future? What do we have to look out for you? What do you got for
definitely more presence in the media. I'm looking forward to, you know, build a great community around me. And also I'm looking to help a lot of people around the world. Like I'm looking to be like Akon, you know?
Yeah.
But not build the city, but you know, have leverage in terms of being able to go all around the world and helping people all around the world. Like I'm tired of being on Instagram, scrolling now, and I see people from Yemen like suffering.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like real talk. Rihanna, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's like my concept. You know, if I was Riri, if I was Jay-Z, if I was Ye, you know, or like even Ye, what he's trying to do right now, which is, you know, bringing back the value of his clothing to $20.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I feel like that's something I would do, but I would do it on a bigger scale, meaning I would actually go to the spots. Yeah. You know? I would make sure I build these houses. I'll make sure they got the food, that I'm not just giving my money to an organization. You know what I mean? I would be the organization. Feel me?
No, that's fair.
So that's the thing.
No, I like that, you know, and I appreciate your energy, Kalix Breezy.
I was,
you know what I mean?
I was gonna wrap it up, but before I wrapped it up, you know what? You brought a good little tidbit I wanted to ask you quickly now. What do you think about Ye's situation in general? Like, we don't have to go too much into details, but in his situation, what's your opinion on that?
He's on something. He's onto something.
He's not wrong.
He's onto something, and the only thing I'm gonna say is people gotta go back and look at that chart of the CEOs and who's in charge. Cause just like Jaguar Wright said, if you want to know who's benefiting off a situation, you gotta see who's eating off of it.
Yeah. You gotta understand all the players, right?
Yep.
Understand the game.
And where do they live? in those Beverly Hills mansions, eh?
Hey, listen, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't live in Memphis. They don't live in Chi-Town.
Listen, let me
I'm just saying.
let me say this.
Manhattan,
benefiting from it.
Let me say this.
They got yachts, don't they? Go ahead.
Let me say this. That's why we don't know where they we don't know where they are.
Exactly.
We don't know who they are. And one thing I'm gonna say this. This is like from
perspective,
my religious belief, right? I'm Muslim, for everybody I want to know. And for us, Satan every day comes on the like he puts his throne over the oceans, over water, right? And sends his demons. And then they come back. And then they do reports and whatever. What I'm saying is this. Just like how he comes and then he's in plain sight, hides in plain sight, right? Same thing. Those people hide in plain sight.
100%, yeah.
And there might be, someone you're working with.
Yeah,
That's true.
You don't know.
No, I like that.
they
Feel me?
always
So,
say, right? Devil is a lie.
yeah.
So
That's one of Kanye's tracks too, right? With Rick
no,
Ross.
that's Rick Ross.
No, Devil is a lie. Kanye didn't make that beat.
Is it?
Yeah, he
Big
did, my
Kanye?
friend.
Oh,
Do
for
your
real?
research, man. This is straight facts.
But yo, you know what though? You know what though? There's a reason why I said that track too, right? So,
Yes, sir. Hey.
spoken in existence,
Let's
right?
get it, man.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's
Let's
real.
go. And right now we're gonna do a new segment. Not a new segment, but it's a little segment we do. It's called Finish the Sentence.
Oh.
I'm gonna let my man Sosa, take us here.
All right, let's go for it. So finish the
right.
sentence.
All right.
In the studio, I've always got to have.
My weed.
Ooh, facts. Shout out to weed prices. You already know. All right, let's go.
But hold on. I don't want to promote that, dude. I want to promote
Let's bring that back.
All right, so bring that back. All right. Now we got a segment called Finish the Sentence. Sosa, take over.
I got you.
All right.
In the studio, I've always got to have.
Good beats.
So my question is, say that good beats is it?
I'll give you that one. If you know, you know. You already know.
There you go.
People would be surprised to know.
Everything.
Okay. The most exciting thing about 2023 is for me.
My music.
Ooh. All right.
Okay, that's not bad.
I like those answers.
I got another one just off the rip. Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Kalix Breezy stands for what?
Yeah,
truth.
that's a good question.
And what is the truth for Kalix Breezy?
Being truthful to yourself and what you believe in.
Ooh.
And
That's
will
facts.
Kalix Breezy go back to Senegal to make a big stadium performance?
100%.
And that's what we want to hear on
What?
Straight Facts. Let's go, man. All right.
You know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you introduce the segment.
No, I did it all. You got it right.
You got it. You got
right.
it. But before I let you do
Go ahead.
that, I have a question for you.
Got a question?
Like it didn't happen in the interview, but
Tell
now that
me.
I got it, I gotta ask.
Okay.
What does Ottawa mean to you?
It means a lot because this is the city where I understood that I needed to be real with myself.
Mm-hmm.
This is the city where I understood not everybody shares the same vision with me. This is the city where I understood sometimes you gotta sit back and stop everything you're doing, recollect, reorganize, re-strategize so you can come back and attack. So I'm very grateful for moving over here because I was in a dark place in Montreal. I was surrounded with the streets. Not gonna lie, and I'm just let y'all know, like the last day I spent in Montreal, I was in the car with 4 guys with guns on them.
Oh, okay.
When I realized I'm in the car with 4 guys with guns on them,
Flashbacks.
I said, I don't want to live like this. This ain't for me, man. I don't want to live like this. The next day,
Yes, sir.
I took the bus, like those traveling buses.
Same for me, man.
Yo, I came to Gatineau because my mom used to live in Gatineau at that time, right? So I came to Gatineau. I slept like the night inside of a McDonald's because she was not in Gatineau. She was coming in to Gatineau at that time because I think she was in Toronto for something. And then when I told her that I was coming into Gatineau, she took off. So by the time that I was waiting for her to get to Gatineau, I had to sleep inside of a McDonald's. So yeah, I was homeless for a little bit. But then again, you know, from there, like I said, everything went straight up.
Yeah, bounce back is always better than the fall, right? So
because of Ottawa, because of being here in Ottawa, I got to meet celebrities. I got to talk with celebrities. Man, remember my first celebrity that I met after I moved out here was Hennessy.
Okay.
Cardi's sister.
Okay.
Remember that? We went to Toronto, Club Luxie, and basically, like, I was invited to host, right? And then we got there, and then next thing you know, DJ Drama was supposed to be there, but then he didn't come, and then there was another DJ that came instead. Yeah, it was not DJ that came, but from New York, right? And then Henny was there with the former touring manager of Cardi.
Okay.
His name is Eddie. Shout out to you, Eddie. You already know. Much love, man.
Respect.
I connected with Eddie, and I was able to get close.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, I was not trying to do the groupie or nothing, so I didn't speak to her, you know, whatever. But got some footage on my old Instagram that has been disabled. I had that footage, but I have real eyewitnesses with me.
That's what's up.
You know, so. But yeah, that was my first encounter with an actual celebrity.
Yeah.
Since then,
it just popped off.
look at my DMs.
Yeah. That was good. Hey man, that's good to hear. Real talk, man. That's good to hear.
Continue, Sosa, man. You on the run, man. Let's get it, man. You think so?
Alright.
I'll pick up that. Let's go.
Alright. So this show's called Straight Facts.
Yes, it is.
Everybody knows this by now.
By
I
all
just gotta
means.
reiterate.
The realest
Produced
podcast
by
in the
BIE
city.
Media.
Let's
You
go.
already know. We love the studio.
You need to get on here, get popping, man.
We have a segment we call Money Talks.
Okay.
All right. It's pretty simple. Nothing too complicated.
Okay.
Okay.
I like
To
that.
the best of your knowledge.
Let me
I'm gonna
ask the
ask you
questions. Let me ask the
couple-
questions.
Oh, you're gonna ask the
I'm
questions?
gonna ask
Go
the
for it.
questions.
All right.
Yeah.
He's gonna ask you
I like money
particulars to the
talks.
questions.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right, let's
I
go.
like money. We all like money. Who does not like money? Huh? Stop. We wake up every morning for that. Let's be real. Let's be real, yeah? So, what amount of money would you consider to be hood rich?
Hood rich?
Hood rich.
Ooh. 500K?
Run that back?
500K?
500K? No, he's talking about inflations, 2023, it's a different type of thing. It's not stop talking today.
We're talking about today.
Yeah, today, man.
Gas
It's not
prices. We're talking about
today's prices ain't yesterday's prices ain't today's prices.
You know what I mean?
Okay. What would you do with your first million?
I'll definitely handle my mama.
Facts.
For sure.
Okay.
That's the first thing I'll
She's
do.
retiring, yeah?
Huh?
She's retiring, yeah?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
She already living good.
Yeah.
Like, in a sense, hold on. You mean like paying off the mortgage?
Yeah, that's what you
Oh,
were saying.
Yeah. Pause.
Come on, man. What you mean?
I gotta clarify.
We understood.
No,
We're talking about when you're paying the first mortgage.
yeah, like-
Mortgage full. All right, that makes sense. My bad.
Actually, I ain't gotta pay her mortgage because you know she got a crib in Africa. So you know, like I said, she's already kind of living good, you know. But it's really, you know, giving her back everything she gave me.
100%.
Feel me? Like making sure, you know, I get the best doctors to her because
true.
she's on a lot of medication.
God
And
bless
I
her.
feel like, you know, that's just to
That's kinda
keep her
tough.
on medication.
I'm gonna be real with you. That's kind of tough because you gotta think about it. She gave you life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta try to stretch her life.
All right,
know what I mean?
That makes sense. I appreciate.
So-
yeah, Mama Dukes. That's real.
That's what's up. Next question. What is your greatest investment so far?
It's putting money into myself.
Facts.
I knew you were going to say that. I was just waiting for that.
How'd you know?
What? I've been listening. You know what I mean? You got to pay attention. Okay? And yo, we appreciate you for pulling up the straight facts.
I already
You know what I mean? Kalix Breezy. Appreciate you. It's an honor. We wish you nothing but success. MLK Day. This is what the man wanted us brothers to come together and reach each other. You heard me? Let's go. One vision.
Yeah.
100%, man. And I
Well, that's
appreciate you.
straight facts.
Always.
Yeah, no, we appreciate you, man.
Always.
That was good.
Yo, what else you want to tell the viewers before you go? You know what I mean?
If you have a moment.
little segment, talk to you
Any
people.
last words?
Yeah, I mean, listen, again and again, be real with yourself, you know, enjoy every moment of the process, you know, don't get caught up into what Kendrick Lamar said, the cartoon world, you know, And yeah, like, be real, and you're gonna have real people coming back to you.
That's important.
And don't be a sheep, as the man said.
Yeah.
I already know.
Remember what I said?
Yes.
Strike the shepherd and the sheep will come. Remember
Look
that.
at the
It's
camera,
important.
because
Strike the shepherd and the sheep will come. I promise you.
I will be back.
And that
We'll
is
be back.
straight fact.
That's good.
That's good. Yo, est-ce que vous voulez faire le prochain comme en français?
Yeah, le français va faire ça.
Yo, c'est pas en français.
T'as la publicité, mec.
On est bon.
Arrête ça, mec. C'est bad, mec.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
And action.
So awesome, man. Let's
Des
get it.
choses en Currency Channel. So, on va te demander des questions.
Parfait.
En
À propos
français.
du cob. On va...
Commencez encore. commencez.
Ok.
Mais plus d'efforts, là. Plus de...
I got you. Okay. Restart. 3, 2, 1. All right. 3, 2, 1. Straight facts. All right.
Yeah.
Des choses en Currency Channel.
Yeah.
So, on va te demander des questions à propos du cob, là.
Ben oui.
On
On
est
va
là.
de l'argent, you know what I mean?
Ah oui.
So, combien de cob que tu as besoin pour être riche? Sois honnête avec toi, là. Sois honnête avec nous en général.
Pour être riche,
Pour être riche.
un bon 3 millions. 3-4 millions.
3-4 millions?
Ouais.
Ok. C'est
Pourquoi?
3 ou c'est le 4?
Yeah.
C'est quoi?
C'est
C'est
3 ou
le
4?
3 ou le 4 millions?
Ça peut être 4 millions, tu vois.
Ok.
Facts.
Pourquoi? Parce que je pourrais avoir de l'argent pour mes enfants, pour les enfants de mes enfants. Ça va m'aider à pouvoir créer des business. Ça va m'aider à pouvoir stabiliser ma vie puis la vie de tous ceux qui sont autour de moi.
Yeah. Ça fait du sens.
So,
Ça fait du sens. C'est une bonne réponse, Denis.
comme avec 1 million, déjà tu me donnes 1 million, je fais 5 avec.
Mais juste te dire, ok, ça c'est. Non. Ça c'est intelligent parce que 1 million là, 1 million à Toronto c'est rien, man. 1 million d'une petite maison, yo.
C'est que dalle.
C'est déjà.
Ça passe vite.
1 million c'est
Yeah.
comme un petit appartement, c'est comme, oh, attends une minute.
Ouais, mais tu vois, c'est ça la différence entre moi puis plein de gens. Parce que eux, ils voient 1 million en tant qu'un petit truc. Moi, je vends 1 million en tant que 5 millions.
Ah, ok, c'est
vois?
ça je dis.
Parce que si tu me donnes 1 million,
Il faut faire de l'argent avec, right?
écoute, houses, flip des maisons,
Yeah.
immobilier, tout ça. Mon gars,
Mais oui.
t'as l'argent.
Ouais.
Tu places l'argent.
L'argent,
refait de l'argent.
L'argent.
Ça fait du sens, ça fait du
Ouais,
sens.
c'est ça.
So, ok, ta voiture, tes rêves là. T'as une voiture que tu peux choisir. C'est quelle?
Lamborghini.
sûr?
Mais quelle sorte
Every
de
day.
Lamborghini?
Oh, I don't know.
C'est quelle marque?
Ah, comme, so,
Vas-y.
ok, so tu vas prendre Lamborghini par-dessus un Phantom, par-dessus
c'est
un
sa choix,
Bugatti.
lui, mais laisse-lui, man.
Yo, attends, je veux rien dire. Ok, tu sais quoi, c'est vrai, c'est son opinion.
Ouais, mais non, regarde.
Je m'excuse, my bad.
Non, check.
Vas-y.
Parce que-
Explique.
Parce que si j'avais, par exemple, 5 millions avec moi,
Ok.
puis j'avais le choix d'acheter n'importe quelle voiture que je veux, right?
Ok, on
Je
t'écoute.
te jure sur la vie de ma mère, tu me verras avec 3 types de voitures.
BDV là.
BDV, la Lambo,
Ok.
juste parce que j'ai toujours voulu une Lambo dans toute ma vie depuis que je suis tout petit.
Ok.
Ça, c'est sûr et certain que je vais camper la Lambo. Je vais avoir un truck
Ok.
pour les travaux.
Comme la
Pour les
Taro.
trucs, les trucs
Yeah.
comme, tu vois, un F-150 ou whatever, mais tu vois, un bon truck.
Yeah.
Puis, peut-être, un Bentley.
Ok.
Ou bien une voiture de famille. Tu vois ce que je veux dire?
Par-dessus un Phantom?
Genre,
Non, je niaise.
écoute bien. Non, mais regarde, non, mais check. Écoute, check. Ça peut être un Phantom. Tu vois? Ça peut être un Rolls Royce. Tu comprends? Mais tant que j'ai pas Lambo.
Ok, c'est bien. Alright.
Vas-y.
Ok. Aurais-tu... Ok, my bad. Ok, je suis bon. Ok. Aurais-tu choisi 1 million garanti ou la chance de gagner 1 milliard et choisissant pile ou face?
1 million garanti.
Yeah, ça fait du sens.
Pourquoi je vais aller avec la chance?
Yeah.
Non, lui, il l'aura fait d'eau.
Pourquoi?
Zo l'aura fait.
C'est malade. Yo, la vie est courte, hein.
Exactement,
Yo, l'argent devant ma face, yo.
Non, yo,
voilà.
la même manière qu'il aura fait un bet sur les bourses, là, il aurait fait, trust me, man.
Impossible, man.
Ouais, man.
Non, là, c'est bon. And that's straight facts, niggas.
And that is straight facts.
Yes, sir. And you got Kalix Breezy right here, and the two great souls right here.
You
already know what it is.
The number one podcast in the motherfucking city. Let's get it.